Record. Hey guys, welcome to this month's call. Now my topic, this one was a 30-second demo and how to give yourself an instant pay rise. It's because this is not a complicated business, as I keep stressing. We get in the way of our own success by overthinking it and overcomplicating it and trying to be too clever for our own good. So I've been working with a few different strategies. So in the last probably 3 weeks, I think I've added about nearly 30 grand a year to my bottom line. Just from doing what I always do, get out and hustling. As I said at the start of it, before we press record, I woke up this morning to a new client in America that it's been on a trial for ages, and just time delays with time differences and all that, haven't been able to catch up with them. Woke up to an email from her and a Stripe payment, $300 a month. Nice, simple, easy.
Very good.
Because I've been patient with them as well. You know, and that's the key to this business too. Some people just don't get it, so you got to be a bit patient. When I was away for 2 weeks, I was meant to go away for a week for annual leave, just a little bit of a working break. I ended up extending that to 2 weeks. And while we're down there, we picked up a few clients, picked up some clients here from a radio ad that's worth about 10 grand a year.
Nice.
So yeah, and that's just all from, I'm a big believer in one, if you're going to go out and hustle face to face, make it quick, make it fast, make it efficient. Don't waste your time or their time. Hence why it's a 30-second demo we're going to talk about this morning. And by doing that consistently over and over and over again, every time you get a new client, you're automatically giving yourself a pay rise. That's what, if you're stuck in the corporate world, you're on a set salary, you got to wait for your annual review, do all that to wait to get a pay rise. If you get out in this business and you just hustle and hustle hard, you can give yourself a pay rise every day if you choose to. So we had some exciting stuff turn up when I was away. They're my new cards. Let some people in. New cards I got from my Alibaba contacts. I've got them in black and in a white, double-sided. And we also got our display stands.
Nice.
So they're nice little, perfect for point of sale. They don't take up too much room. Got them done in the black as well. So that and the coaster is my 30-second demo. We picked up 4 or 5 new clients, I think it was in total, by doing the 30-second demo. And that was, I'd sit out the front, quickly program their location. I'd have a couple pre-programmed up if I could speak to the owner, and just go, hey guys, this is the boss of the business owner in? No. Manager? Yep, manager. Hey, this is what we do. We help you get more Google reviews by way of doing this, right? These are pre-programmed up to a generic location. Hit tap, get their phone, hit tap, show them how it works. And they're like, wow. And I said, what do you think your owner of the business would think of that? And they said, I think they'd love it. And I said, well, give me 10 minutes and I'll go quickly create a location, program a couple up and leave them with them for 2 or 3 days. And make sure they start to use it. So I went back to one of the cafes we spoke to, just having a coffee in the morning with the wife, and saw, which I assumed was the owner, because he started picking up tables and cleaning up before that. It was on a laptop. I said to the staff member, is that the owner? She said, yeah, that is. And I went over and introduced myself. He goes, you're my review guy. And I said, yeah, that's me. He goes, mate, I love it. I go, what do I need to do to sign up? I said, do you have your credit card handy? He's like, yeah. Took his credit card and we're up and running. Said, I'll be back in 10 minutes with some extra coasters for the tables and some things like that, and we'll get you up and running. And we just did that 4 times. It's not rocket science, as I keep telling everybody. It's about consistency. Now, if you're running ads, it's as you know, Andre, it's running ads consistently, doing your beta testing, your A/B splits, doing all that. If you're out cold calling, it's doing that consistently. If you're doing email marketing, it's your message has got to be consistent and be on point. As you all know, I'm a big fan of cold calling. I've done it for 1,002 years. I'm comfortable with it, but I still stuff it up. I still make mistakes. I still get the stutters and the stammers. But that's part of life. Do you win every one? No. But if you're dropping enough flyers out there and leaving enough information out there, you'll get the wins. Now, you know, everyone goes, oh, your fly rate. My fly rate's really good because I've got a whole lot of flyers out there everywhere, right? And they're running in conjunction now with my radio ad. Now, I've never done radio in my life. Until the other month when I started the radio ad, I'd never done any advertising for quick reviews other than my flyer drops. And that's me personally putting them out.
Yeah.
I don't have a sales team. I don't have that running. It's just me. The wife is my PA for designing all this stuff for me. But other than that, it's about getting out there and hustling and mastering your 30-second demo. You know, as I said, what's worked well for me, you can tweak it to your own language, your own personality, is, hey, is the boss or the business owner in? Can I grab them quickly for 30 seconds? Yep. Hey, sorry, my name's Wayne. Your name is? It's Andre. Andre, great to meet you. I'm not going to hold you up too long today. Quickly, how important are reviews to you on a scale of 1 to 10? And we've done this 1,000 calls, guys, but I keep getting messages in the group, you know, how do you do this? And I'm like, that's it. Just ask a lot of the questions over and over and over again. But be prepared, have your sales tools. Now, if you're working in hospitality, if you're hitting that hospitality market, cafes, bars, restaurants, hairdressers, beauty salons, anything that's brick and mortar, that's your sales tools. Is QR codes, anything like that you've got, they're your sales tools because they're a powerful, powerful demo that they see live. They can see how it works. And you get their phone, get them to tap it. And they're like, wow, that's powerful. You can see how we can get you more up to 47% more reviews just by that simple method. And they're like, yeah, wow, that's great. Now, I had one guy sign up just for the tap cards, right? When I was away, there's a local bar, and I reckon I've dropped 20 flyers off there over the years and never got, and I know the owner, I know him by name, he knows me by face, but never got anything out of him, right? Little bar, great little bar. We don't go there a lot, but we do go there. And I got this sign up as someone signed up for your tap coasters. Only one of the tap coasters go straight to Google. So I rang it. Well, he rang me and said, look, there was an error at the checkout. And I went, oh, let me have a quick look. And I said, no, look, the payment's gone through. There's no error. It could just be a redirect on the landing, on the thank you page. I said, got your order. I'm away at the moment. I'll get your stuff to you ASAP. He's like, yep, not a problem. Thanks so much. So I thought I'll wait till I get home and get them posted. And then I said, I'll do one better because when I got home, I had the stands in. So I set him up with a location, pre-programmed him up, and then rang him and said, look, just drop the cases and stuff off. I'll drop in later in the week to have a chat. But I've set you up for a 30-day trial with our software because I noticed recently you got a couple of bad reviews. We can really help you minimize them. Right. So I've set you with our software for free. There's no catch or anything like that. At the end of 30 days, if you love the software, you just pay the upgrade. If you don't, well, I'll come back and reprogram everything to go straight to Google. He's like, mate, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. All that. But that's another easy way to get people set up is if they're a bit concerned about, oh, I don't want to pay the software fee, this and that, like, look, we'll get you set up anyway, give you a good run. Because remember, if most of us here on the call have either paid the lifetime license or we're paying an annual license. So it's pretty straightforward to get them out there. Just keep setting up the reviews or locations to get them set up and give them a free trial. Some will, some won't. But it is purely about the numbers. But if you're not using tools like these, and if you don't have funds behind you to go buy 100 or 500 or a couple hundred like I did, go buy one or two off our.
Wait, sorry for interrupting.
Yep.
Can you mute that person, please? And is there a way you can do something with your internet? It's so bad. You're breaking so often.
Is it breaking up pretty bad at your end? Is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
It says you have low bandwidth.
Give me a minute. I'm going to just quickly flick between thingos. It might drop out for a second and come back. Give me 1 sec.
Oh.
So it's got to do that. It's just it's a reception on the phone. Okay. We should be back now.
Someone had to do it.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I don't get the feedback at my end, so it's very hard. Is that better?
Yeah, a lot
Still
better.
saying your
I
network
mean-
bandwidth is low, but hopefully it's going to work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for now,
should
I
be
can see your
fine now.
face now. So
Yeah, because normally, because I've got Starlink internet here, and normally that will fade in and out occasionally. So I've flipped it to my mobile, which I normally do, but my mobile reception must be crap today. Anyway,
yeah.
we'll see how we go. Thanks for
Are
letting
you with Optus?
Oh,
Uh,
you're full screen now, so it's good.
Yeah, with the Masim, which is Optus.
Yeah.
Normally it's pretty good.
Okay.
Anyway, we're back online. Thanks for that, Jax. Appreciate it.
That's fine. That's fine. Cheers.
I'll make sure we're still recording. That's good. So where we get up to before we phased out? Yeah, go to Amazon.
You were showing us your tools.
Yeah. So like if you don't have the money behind you right now, which I understand because we've all been there to buy a lot of these up front, go buy a couple from Amazon and have them on you programmed up to a location for your demo. Amazon or eBay, wherever you can get them anywhere, just search NFC Google card, NFC Google review card. They'll send them out to you. You can program them up yourself. I've done videos on how to do that too. They're all in the university and the school. But they're the best sales tools if you're going face to face, or even if you're doing a Zoom. They're a great sales tool to have if you're hitting brick and mortar businesses.
Sorry, Wayne, can I make a mention of something?
Yep.
So I've just come back from the Philippines. We had a conference in Cebu for synthetic sports contractors, and I've got a few of them on trial at the moment. And one of the guys that I took there, so we had about 200 people in a room for 3 days, and I took 3 of them, took the cards with, I gave it to my clients, and I said, go around the room and ask people for reviews. And everybody's like, what is this? So I've still got a whole list of people I've got to contact this week. So if you can capture people in a room, you show the cards, but do it through somebody else, that also works really well.
Yep. And that's where some of your local networking groups are really good. Your Chamber of Commerce groups, all that, because you've got a captured audience.
BNI groups.
Yeah, BNI
Yes.
groups.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm looking at that. Who said that? Who said
I did.
that was Craig.
I did.
Do you belong to BNI?
I do.
Yeah, it is something I'm looking at very, very closely now. It is, I reckon, the best ideal business location to pick up 20, 30 people in 2 or 3 months. It is absolutely gold. I used to belong to them. I don't know exactly how that works. Yeah.
Well, the thing that's wonderful about it is that the camaraderie in the group, they instantly, because they brought you in and they only allow one of each type of business. So if you were to go in and say, hey, I'm an SEO guru, well, if there's somebody else doing websites or something like that, they won't let you in. But
Yes.
if you're in there as I'm an expert at reviews and review marketing, review platform, management of reviews, you're going to be the only one that's actually doing that. And then as soon as you give your little elevator pitch to the people that show up, they're all wanting to talk to you, and then they're wanting to talk to everybody else. So you got a bunch of people out there marketing for you. You can't beat it.
100%. You can do a multi-level marketing program just on BNI. I'm trying to speak to the owner of the Australian outlet, Frank, I think his name is, Francis. He hasn't responded back because I spoke to him about 5 years back. But I reckon BNI, if anybody knows of BNI and you can get into BNI, you will be successful. I can guarantee you that.
And the good thing with the BNIs is you'll join one chapter, and I know there's about 6 chapters within an hour drive of me.
Yeah.
And you can go and be a guest at the other chapters.
Yeah, 100%.
And they usually all meet on different days. So you can
Yeah.
hit them all in a week or 2 week period.
Yep. And there's a local Chamber of Commerce here that's $200 a year to join, and you get to go to their meetings. And there's about 4 Chamber of Commerce, so you could spend $1,000, for example. as well and get into them, which is a different networking area as well. But it's all about those touch points, guys. The BNI is a great touch point. Chamber of Commerce is a great touch point. Flyers, it's how many touch points are you out there in the market with?
Yes, something I'm not sure about the other countries, but in Australia, a lot of network meetings are held at golf courses early in the morning, around 6 to 8 o'clock. Go around to your local golf courses, see if they've got network meetings on, and ask if you can leave a flyer on the table or actually leave the golf club itself and let them ask for reviews. It's a great contact point as well.
Yep. And it's easy to do. Like you can go pre-program a couple of them up for if you're in the BNI, pre-program a couple of them up to a couple of the other members in there and say, look, here's a free gift for 60 days. You know, and we'll look after them after that. But there's lots of different things to do it. But if you're not doing anything, guess what's going to happen? Nothing. You know, I speak to a lot of people from our client base community and also the old company I was with still going, oh, you know, I'm stuck. What do I do? I'm like, get off your ass and just go speak to people, whether they be on the phone, face-to-face, email marketing, whichever way you need to do it. Get off your bum and go and do it. Because massive action will result in big results. Will you stuff it up? Yes. Will you make mistakes? Yes. Right? But the quickest, I call it fail forward fast. The fastest road to success is forward, and the only way there is forward, by getting there and doing it quickly. Because the more you do something, what happens at it? The better you get. The better you get at it. You know, if you'd never done public speaking, practice in the mirror. But if you're not seeing anyone, no one's going to buy from you. Right? And as I said before 1,000 times, set your customers up for success. Give them everything they need. Now, one of the clients we picked up while I was away, we picked up 4 locations in one. One, we're working with their software team at the moment to build the automation for the integration. The other one, they went, oh, they don't play well with stuff, but we're running a Google spreadsheet. I said, fine. What I'll do is I'll build a Google spreadsheet out. You've got a copy of yours? Yep. So they sent me the link. I cloned the sheet, their current sheet, renamed it, gave them share access as a Google sheet, and then automated that through our software. So they just upload new data to that sheet every day. It triggers to read the data once an hour from 2 p.m. till 6 p.m. And at 6:30, it sends the data, it sends the requests out. So all they're doing one thing at their end, we're doing the rest. We solved their problem. They were paying $900 a month for one software that they weren't happy with. So it's a matter of we solve problems, we automate the process, but setting up for success is very important, whether it be with the sales tools we've got, QR codes, all that, and showing them, taking that little bit of time and care to show them how to make the most of the software. You know, spend time if they've got staff, go in there and do a 5-10 minute session with their staff. You know, if someone says, look, that was great, even if each staff member has one of these on them, oh, that was fantastic. Oh, great. If you'd love to leave us, you just tap your phone here or scan that. Some people don't want to have them everywhere because they want to get a bit picky, even though we've got the protection pack in place. Some people want to get a bit picky with that. But yeah, get them out there and hustle. And the more you hustle, every time you hustle, get out there and get better at it, you'll get a pay rise every week. Right? So who would like to add 20 to 30 grand a year to their bottom line in the next 30, 60 days? Yep. So Jax would. Easy way.
We're all there. I think we're just lazy putting our hands up.
Yeah. Put your hand up. Unmute yourselves. This is a free-for-all conversation, by the way. But get out there and hustle hard. Have I had bad weeks out there? Yes. But have those weeks paid off later? Yes, they have also. As I said, I had a beauty salon sign up from a flyer I dropped off nearly 2 years ago. She kept the flyer for 2 years. And she had, when I went in to have the meeting with her, she had one of these there, a Google card at the front counter. Yeah. But it was going straight to Google. She got a couple of bad ones. And that's when they reach out.
To back you up there, Wayne, I'm particularly with Kennard Self-Storage, and we've been going now since I think it'll be middle February. I've only had 2 conversations with them, but they've got 104 outlets and reviews are across the board for them. They are very keen, but the hierarchy is speaking to the local, then speaking to their manager, then speaking to the manager's supervisor, then getting to the marketing manager, then getting to the decision. It is a massive ladder we have to climb, and I'm expecting to close that in December.
Yeah.
Like you say, stay consistent, stay on top of it, stay
Yeah.
in contact. I've already given them NFC pads, I've given them cards, I've asked for access, they haven't given me access, but you don't give up. You just keep going, because I've got about 4 of them in the pipeline. If they land at $50 each per outlet, that's $5,000 a month.
Yeah.
So just keep chipping away, people. Just keep chipping away.
Look, I had a call yesterday. One of my clients is Coolum Surf Club, their marketing manager, Chris. I've spoken about Coolum Surf Club before when they had a new chef start.
Right.
And he was a terrible chef. So Chris had messaged me a couple of times just going, I can't thank you enough because you managed to protect our 4.3 rating. Like in hospitality, 4.7 is exceptional. About 4.5 would be the average, 4.3. We internalize, I like to don't say blocked, I like to say internalize about 100 negative reviews. He goes, that protected us from going down. So Chris has since left that business and gone to a bigger entity. And he rang me yesterday. He said, hey, Wayne, how are you, bud? I've moved to a new position. How can you help me? We've got over 50 locations.
Yeah.
So, so we had a meeting yesterday. I've set him up with a location. Chris is familiar with the software, which is fantastic. And yeah, we'll work on that deal. We'll get that over the line. 50 locations. I might end up selling him their own white label because they want to expand. Because I've got that in the partner program, and that's easier for me in the bigger picture. Just charge between $5,000 and $10,000 a year and be done.
I've also got 3 in the pocket, just waiting to unleash.
Yeah. So, but it's a matter of because I've. Sorry, someone want to ask something? No.
I think it was a sneeze.
Yeah. So, and I spent a lot of time with Chris training him about the software and how to use it and how to make the most of it. And then they had a new person come on board. She rang me, said, look, I want access too. And I said, yeah, not a problem. And not knowing that Chris was leaving at that point. But because I had such a good relationship with Chris, he goes, mate, can you help this business with us? I'm like, yeah, sure. But it's interesting. I'm going to show you some interesting stats quickly. Remember, we talk about Luke, my concreter mate?
Yes.
So I'm going to show you this. So this is where Luke's ranking down the Gold Coast at the moment. And that was for concrete, hone and seal. And that's within a 10.5 kilometre radius, so 6 mile. And he wasn't even ranking this time last year.
Sorry, I'm not seeing your screen. Is that just me?
Can anyone see my screen?
I can't.
I can see it. Yeah.
Everyone else can see it.
But it must just be me.
Is that
Sorry.
just the map?
Good here.
Yeah, just a map. So that's how he's dominating. That's where he's ranking in each for that search, concrete, hone and seal in the Gold Coast. That's where he's ranking in the 10-kilometre radius, which is 6 miles. So in the top 3 consistently. So I go back to one of his other ones, which is a different report. Go down.
Are you paid for Grid My Business, Wayne?
Yeah, $19 a month.
Yeah.
It's cheap. And I'm using it with the main one. So if we go, where are we? Your concept. This one here. So view that report. You can see here, we've got a little bit more work to do on this one. But you can see he's consistently 1, 2, 3, 4. Over here, he's number 12 in the rank, number 8, number 7, number 6, number 5. So they're the little key areas we've got to work on there, which would just be an update in the listing and putting that sort of location in the listing over time.
Wayne,
Yep.
can you go
are you able to show this at the very beginning before you take the account, and then can you go back in time how it was 3 months ago, or is it all?
No, only because I recently signed up for this. But I know
Okay.
if I go to his profile, we can show you sort of history of where he was. But I've got a couple of new ones I've started with, which I have got the starting report, and they're all in the 20s, right? 20 plus ranking. So they're on page 2, page 3. So I've got them. We're going to do a comparison on them over the next 90 days.
So do you screenshot that, or can you go back like
No,
right now?
So the minute I run, so if I on that one, the report will stay there.
Okay.
So if I go
I
to
see.
if I go to Rob, for example, no, not my account. Go to reports. So if I go to CCTV, this one here, Brisbane, this is the report we ran yesterday. You can see he's not ranking. We just started with this customer.
Wow.
Right. So my mission now is to get at least these first lot into the 10 plus. And then, 90 days from now, we should have a couple of these in the top 3. And then, 120 days and so on and so forth. But this is a great tool to, because you don't have to have Google My Business access. You can just manually go in and search for it. So you can go, I want to search for the location, type the business name in, press search, and what the search query is. So it could be windscreens. So if we look at, we go back to my other report. So Mark, the reason I bought this, one of my guys goes, I just want to see where we're at. So this is Sunshine Coast windscreens. So this guy I've been working with for a while. You can see that's just a 3x3. And that's, again, that's over 12 kilometres. He's ranking in the top 3.
Yeah.
So if you're serious about building your business, this is one of the tools I can highly recommend. You get for $20 a month, you get 7,500 credits, which is plenty to use to, if you're working with 1 or 2 clients on a higher level. So I use that program on my clients at the $2.99 and $3.99 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Wayne,
Hey,
can I
Wayne,
ask
I
you
have
a
a
question?
question.
Yep.
Wayne, I have a question for you. This is Leo to someone out of Houston, Texas. And 2 things I was reading in the comments that one gentleman wrote, or somebody wrote that they were trying to talk to 25 businesses and they're not getting any bites. So the first question is there any way that we can probably, for those that experience like yourself and other 2 gentlemen that are chiming in, put up some like objections of likely objections that clients may say, to where you can come back at them with maybe like somewhat of a felt found method to kind of help us all handle objections to close more deals.
Yeah.
And the second,
So let's do this live on the show now. So I'll do a role play with you, Leo.
okay. And the second thing is your data in terms of what is it like for you, been doing this for a while. What is your ratio? Like if you talk to 20 clients, how many do you close out of 20, or is it 10? To kind of get a basis to shoot for.
If I drop out 25 flyers and don't speak to anyone, right, over time I'll get, for each flyer drop, I'll get one sale, right, for each, if I've not spoken to anyone. Literally just put a flyer in the letterbox or in the business. If I've gone out and spoken to 25 businesses, and let's say I've spoken to 10 owners or decision makers out of that, I'll get 6 to 7 free trials, and out of that I'll get 2 to 3 sales.
Okay, that's pretty good.
And that's on the worst case. If you set them up properly and you monitor them and make sure they're using it, the conversion rate from trial to paid customer goes through the roof. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. So, but yeah, look, there's not many objections you get in this business, because if you're asking the right question, is on a scale of 1 to 10, how important are reviews to your business right now? If they say 3, I'm like, not a problem. Here's some information. See you later. I just don't want to work with them. If they don't care about their business, why the hell should I?
True.
You know, I know the guy that rang me the other day and bought the tap cards from High Tide Bar and Grill. He's got lots of reviews. He's got like 1,800. Right. And he's up there. He's like 4.7, 4.8 for hospitality, which is huge. Now he's got one or two bad ones recently. Now he's like, shit. Now I've dropped lots of flies off this guy. It's taken me probably 2 years to have the conversation. But in the end, he signed himself up because I've dropped off. I put myself in front of him enough times. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yep.
So someone's put in there, they've visited 25 businesses. Where's the chat? And got 3 people interested. Tomorrow meeting with 1. 5 days later, did 10 businesses and had 0 interest. It's a numbers game. And that's true. It is a numbers game. But it is about consistency. If you got out there and saw 25 businesses 5 days a week, right, you're going to get sales. You're going to fall across them.
You top up with some ads as well.
Yeah.
Or with some, just posting online, you're going to get a lot more.
Yeah, I post occasionally in the odd Facebook group, like a local community group. There's local community business groups and all that. I'll post in there. Because I got these in, I'm going to do a video and go, hey, guys, we've got a whole lot of these in. They're, $39.95 each. And then that gives me a lead. And I can show you how to get, I can show you how you can get those for free with the software.
Well, I might add in here. So I run a digital marketing agency and I'm a little bit time poor. So I'm heavily invested into Climbo and I'm using it as a lead generator for my bigger companies. I've got about 4 or 5 companies that I would never have spoken to just by saying, hey, we're doing review software. Do you want to have a look? So I'm having conversations with people I would never have had. So that's one part of what we do. The other one is I'm busy testing online sales. It is hard. I've been doing this since December. I think the 21st of December we started. I've not taken a cent from anybody on the software, but I've picked up 5 clients. I've paid for this 10 times over. And I reckon another 2 months before we get to a sort of a formula where I can give more intelligent feedback on what people are saying, what they're doing online. So for everybody that's starting out, hopefully within the next couple of months, I'll get some feedback on if you want to run ads, if you don't have time, what to do. I think Wayne, and it's a good combination, face-to-face is the best way to do it. If you can get in front of somebody, you've got a relationship, you are selling to them immediately, and you're for a much higher price. Going online, if anybody's considering that, remember this, you're going to be selling for a lot less because the barrier to entry is so difficult. There's no communication. I'm building courses for people on how to use the software. We're about halfway through. We've got another 2 weeks left, and I'll have an onboarding course. But everything is online, and everything is going to be chopped in quarters. So my revenue is going to take a lot longer to grow. But obviously, I'll save some of my time. So if anybody's interested in that, just have a chat to me. But that's another angle to look at.
Yeah, I said I've got 4 plans effectively. I've got my $199, $299, $399, and I've got my local only $500 a year. Right? $500 a year is 0 automation. It's QR codes, tap cards, coasters, and I'll give them a minimal amount of text credit and email credit in case they're running a private function or something like that, right? They want to send out some requests. But that's my cash flow, as in my immediate cash flow.
Yeah.
Right. And I got some clients the other week, 2 restaurants that I normally would never have got at $199 because that mindset, no, I can't waste that money. But at $500 a year, they both paid me straight there and then by tapping the phone on their card on my phone.
Yep.
They saw the value because they've seen these online for $50 each.
Yeah.
So, and every business, every model is different. And but I did that one because I just wanted to test the theory, right, of how that would work. 2, and it's a great way for me to make an extra $2,000 every week.
That's not bad.
And remember, because I got them on an annual, that
comes
comes in next year as well.
Yeah.
And everyone asks me with so many clients, how often are you bogged down? Like I would get 1 to 2 support calls a month. That's because someone's forgotten how to do something. The system just works. They've forgotten their login. Robert's got his hand up. Hey, Robert, how are you?
Hey Wayne, how are you, sir? Sorry, I'm a little bit late today.
No, you're right.
It's okay. I want to ask you just two quick questions and to make a comment. First one is I heard you early on saying that you were actually getting some successes from the radio ads that you were running.
Yep.
Last month when I asked you, you said you were just getting started, so not a lot to tell. So good for you on that's coming in. But I wanted to ask you about the QR code that you have, the card and the stand. When going online to whether it's Amazon or Alibaba, a lot of times those cards come with their own branding from the source,
Yeah.
you know,
if
like
you
Tap
get-
Now or something
yeah.
like that.
So I can give you the contacts in Alibaba. There is minimum
Okay.
order quantities to have your own brand on it,
Yeah.
Sure.
about 100. So I ordered, I think 100 or 200 of these, I can't remember, and 500 of these.
Okay.
These worked out. Lemon is, I'll send the list back in the group. There's 3 contacts. I actually pit my contacts against each other on Alibaba. Lemon gave me that price, right? So these ones here,
Gotcha.
I got the black and the white double-sided. So one Alibaba contact quoted me 31 cents single-sided, branded. Lemon gave me 22 cents US double-sided in US per
Now,
card.
just so I'm clear though, when I say brand, I'm talking about like the actual manufacturer of the card
No,
at the
mine's
bottom.
powered by me.
You won't have
Okay,
that.
so perfect. So we can use our own brand. That's
Yeah.
perfect. That's
There
exactly
you
what I'm looking
go.
for. So if you can drop that in the community, that'd be
It's
awesome.
the same thing there. I'll
Um,
put my QR code on the back. So people, when they scan, they go to my landing page.
Yeah.
And then that's our card there. So that works fantastic.
Nice. Thank you very much. The second question I want to ask you is last week or 2 weeks ago, Giacomo had his monthly call,
Yeah, he's
and
AMA, yeah.
he was supposed it was supposed to be an open Q&A, but he actually just had it on the upcoming reporting piece that they're going to be adding soon. I want to ask you because maybe you might have a little more leverage to get this looked at. When you add a new client to the platform, the analytics take place from that point going forward.
Yeah.
There's no way to pull in previous data
No,
so that
no.
you can say, here's what your current review scores look like. Here's how many reviews you have currently
Yeah,
versus from
so
this
what-
particular date.
Yeah, so what will happen is I screenshot their location.
Yeah.
So I'll manually find their location on Google and screenshot how many reviews they've
Mhm.
got as a start point. But it will have the history. When you go back, it'll say that's where they started, that's where they're at now. So give me a second.
In our software, Wayne,
Yeah, in our software, I'll bring one up for you. Hang on a second.
because what I've experienced is if I've disconnected the Google Business Profile and I reconnect it, it actually loses the analytics.
yeah,
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah, if you disconnect and reconnect, that's why I always try to get them to reconnect, like connect straight away. So give me
Yeah.
a second.
And
Yeah, I
sometimes
understand. I understand. Well, hang on. I understand that workaround. That makes a lot of sense. However, the issue is that even within our dashboard, you can switch between the various sources. You can switch between what's been, responded to, what has been responded to going forward, from the date that you add the client. I put it in the Q&A. He actually read it. He didn't quite understand what I was saying when I was asking the question. Is there a way that we can, pull that at least the previous 30, 60 or 90 days, pull that into the dashboard currently so that when we do add a client or customer, subscriber, however you guys label them,
There's no
that information is there.
There's no API that I know of that can pull in historical data to a fresh platform. So
There are other what I like about Climbo is that their reputation management system is, I'll just say, exponentially better than others that are out there. But the others that are out there, they can pull that information, whether it's
Yeah,
Facebook, whether
I
it's
know-
a Google recommendation. Over.
yeah, I know one of their new guys that have joined is a Google API expert.
Sure.
So he'll probably be maybe working on that. But I know with the reporting they're looking to bring in, that will, if you issue the report to them before you onboard them, that will give you a start timeline of where they are. And
Okay.
then the future reporting coming will go in a PDF type report. That's where you were, that's where you're ranked, that's where you are. That's what it
I
will do.
understand.
So that's what it will do. But
Okay.
whether it'll bring in, from 3 months before they joined us, I'm not sure.
Okay.
So
One of these days I'll show another reputation management platform that does that, but it's not that important. The last thing I just wanted to make was just a comment. I heard some gentlemen talking about BNI as an option, and I'm just going to say as a 7-year member of BNI, having been my local chapter president, I was a regional director, which I started chapters. I'd say that yes, I'm going to echo that. BNI is a phenomenal platform to not only launch your business, but to actually continue to take it to the next level and the level after that. The only thing I would say is that oftentimes people look at BNI like any other networking organization, whether it be Chamber of Commerce, LATIP, whatever it may be. They look at it as, I'm going to show up, but what's in it for me? I would suggest that go into BNI with the purpose of teaching and training those 20 plus other professionals on how to identify opportunities for you, but at the same time, ask them, teach me on how to identify opportunities for your business. Let them know that you're genuinely interested in helping them grow their business by pivoting in your conversation with your customers or clients to things that may matter to them. And I find it's almost like teaching a man to fish or a lady to fish, as opposed to just going or looking to make them clients.
yeah,
Going with the idea, looking to make them truly partners.
Yeah, I can add to that. That is 100% correct. The whole philosophy behind BNI, and I'm not a member anymore, but I was a president in one of my chapters, is going in and finding skills you want to enhance. If you want to speak to people, I went there to be able to speak in front of crowds. That's a skill I went for. That's what I wanted to learn. And helping other businesses. If you go in with that attitude, you will automatically win. I went in there for 6 months and got 4 clients that I still have today. I'm talking 8 years ago. Understand the philosophy behind BNI. Don't go there as a money grab. That's a very key point you made. Sorry, I don't have your name.
it was
Robert Davis.
Robert. Hi, Robert. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a good platform to work on.
Yeah,
There you
but that's very true, Robert, and thanks for adding that, because we need to bring value to other businesses, and if we're in a networking situation, yeah, it's about there's an old saying, you help me, me help thee, and we both shall ascend together.
Yeah.
Right. So by helping local business owners, and I've helped that many business owners and not got a thing out of it. And they're not clients of mine. They've just rung me because I've had trouble with their Facebook or their Google listing. And I'm like, yeah, not a problem. Give me 10 minutes. I'll fix it. Right. You do that. You give back, and hopefully one day it comes back to you.
It will.
And that's how I've become locally around here very well known as like the tech guy and the Google guy, because we just do lots of little bits here and there helping people out. And, we don't want any. One guy yesterday ring me. My wife had a meeting with his wife about website design and graphic design. And he goes, my Google ads have been suspended. I don't know why. So I said, send me some screenshots. I said, your text is all formatted wrong. Did Google have changed their rules? The ad had been running for 15 years or something ridiculous. And then Google have changed something. I said, this is what you need to do it quickly. He goes, not a problem. And I said, by the way, I noticed you don't have a Google listing. He's like, yeah, I'm looking at that. I'm like, yeah, we can help. So, but these trainings are about the hustle. What does the software do for our clients? You saw the screenshot there with Luke, the concreter, right? Luke's right now, as we speak, in Bali getting married. And he rang me before he left. He goes, dude, I just want to say thank you so much. His phone calls again, before he left to go to Bali, he was averaging 2 calls a day. All organic. He pays me $300 a month. He was paying $50 a day in Google Ads.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And it works. We post into his profile. We do the little things that mean a lot. Now, he'll be a client of mine forever. He'll never leave. And he rang me, it was a couple of weeks ago. He goes, got your invoice. Can I pay it next week? I said, yes, mate, not a problem. He goes, I've just finished a couple of big jobs for bigger companies. I'm waiting to get paid. No drama, not a problem. Right? If I was a big corporate, do you think they would just turn his account off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. That's what people love about dealing with a local business. It's that personalization. We understand business. We understand small business. We understand the challenges. You can give them a bit of leeway.
Can I add something here?
Yeah.
on suspending accounts. I know Thorsten was saying that at some point the integration with Stripe that Climbo has, if they fail payment, subscriptions get cancelled, therefore the account being deleted. Just make sure you go in Stripe, in settings, in billing, and set all the sections where it says when payment fails and it tries a number of times to cancel the subscription. Don't set that, leave it as unpaid. Okay, because you lose the client. That's the moment when you lose the client in Climbo and all the history that Robert was talking about. And then they will pay you eventually, but then you have to reconnect the Google account back to Climbo and create the account again. So don't do that. If you use Stripe automation, just make sure in settings, in billing, you go and you set your Stripe to not cancel the subscription. Just mark the invoice as unpaid. Like, you know, Wayne said, the people, you know, people have problems, and yeah, they will pay eventually.
Yeah, I don't use the Stripe integration at all. I use Stripe.
I do.
I use Stripe as my payment gateway, but I don't use integration. I manually set everybody up.
Yeah,
because I like to have that.
Nice.
So was that Robert?
I was saying, wow, that's pretty nice. I have to do it manually, huh?
Okay.
Maybe on that question, sorry, Wayne. What I've experienced with the online ads now and people signing up. So I've got a form that runs through High Level.
yeah.
To my
I use
landing
High
page.
Level as well, and
Yeah, it comes in, they sign up. But yesterday was the first one I got with a bogus email. Is there any way we can verify emails?
yeah, Go High Level usually verifies emails.
Okay, maybe I must just check the forms because I just got a basic form on here.
Yeah,
Just
they
go in
did.
automation. In automation, you go there. Is email verified? Create account. If email isn't verified, then set yourself a notification
Right,
to
perfect.
the client.
Thank you. I'll go and do that.
Do
Appreciate
it
it.
in Go High Level in the workflow.
Yeah.
Winners Ecom Workshop BM. He's located in New York State in the US. Once I've hit the local business, and my plan is to continue to move further. I've got clients in America. I've got clients here. I've got clients all over Australia. I've got clients in New Zealand. You know, like the one I picked up this morning was a jewelry shop in Tennessee. You know, they'd been recommended to me from the old owner of the old software.
Nice.
He's like, ring my mate Wayne in Australia.
He's my review guy.
Yeah.
You got to ring the guy.
And he was my old software partner. He was the developer of the software, but he got screwed out of his own business. But yeah, hey Brandon, yep, sorry. But yeah, you can sell this anywhere in the world. I've got a New Zealand reseller who came in as a white label. And he's an old mate of mine, Kevin. He's coming in as Quick Reviews New Zealand. So he's using our branding. And he rang me the other day. He goes, can I sell this anywhere? I went, yeah, literally anywhere. All right. That's it. But start local, think global.
Yeah.
But your local market, you'll find you'll have the best success because people love to deal with local business, especially today. You know, the client we picked up in Noosa was from the radio ad, and it's Noosa Habitat. It's a big business, and they've got the Echo Safari business. They've got a bar, they've got a cafe, they've got a restaurant, accommodation. They've got all these 3 or 4 businesses into one. And she goes, Wayne, we're just sick of dealing with people in Sydney. They don't care about us. Yeah. And also they were charging him $900 a month to use the Go High Level reputation software.
Yep.
That's it. But I sat with her. We set up a couple of demo accounts, connected them to Google, gave her a free play for a couple of weeks, sent her the proposal, knowing it was going to take a little bit. And she goes, oh, Wayne, we're ready to move forward. I said, on what plans? And she said, can we get 2 of the local only plans? Because they're just standalone brick and mortar. We don't need automation. But can we get 2 of the $3.99 a month plans, please? Good business.
Very good.
Right. So, but I was sat down with her. She said to me, Wayne, at my local coffee shop where I get free coffee, everybody knows that. And she said, Wayne, I've never she goes, we've been working with these people for 4 or 5 years in Sydney, $900 a month. In half an hour, you've explained more about Google My Business to me and how it works than they've ever spent. Because we solved their problem. She just didn't know the value of Google. Oh, it's just reviews. I mean, it's way more than reviews. So, but yeah, just spending that time making sure they understand the power of reviews. So the language I use now is so people understand the algorithm. Google is local chatter, local conversations about your business, reviews are. So the question I'm asking you right now, Andre, is how many people are talking about your business every week? So if we could get 47% more people talking about your business on a week-by-week basis, and Google loves those local conversations, and you're responding to those local conversations, do you think Google will up you in the rank?
Of course. Yes.
That's how I explain the algorithm to a layman. So how many people are talking about your business every week?
Not many people are actually familiar with the fact of the performance tab in Google Business Profile. If you click on that and look at clicks and phone calls only, people don't even know that you can book and put products on there. You just show them clicks and books and they go, oh, I don't know this is where this is coming from. Just there alone, they are surprised.
Yeah.
And that gets them interested in Google Business Profile now.
Yeah, and my high average clients, the big ones where we've got access to their profile, I'll do a Loom recording of, around about the end of the first week of the next month. You go, hey, Luke, it's Wayne here, just a quick update. This is how many calls we got for the month. This is how many times you're showing up in Google. This is how many times these are the keywords we showed up in. These are the clicks to the website. Right, and you can see they're all up all the time.
Yeah.
So Craig asked, how did I structure my New Zealand franchise? So I've done the deal there where New Zealand guy, and there's a new one started with me last week. They're at $497 a month, and that includes Go High Level and the review software and my snapshots. So that's how I started that. So there's another 10 grand a year.
Are you, out of curiosity, are you, I'm sorry, someone else want to go first? That's fine.
Go.
Are you, when you're franchising quick reviews, do you get, it's like, I don't know, I'm inundated on Facebook with ads from Climbo.
Yep.
To sign up. And I know they have to do what they got to do to continue to bring in, new revenue. But when you're positioning, are you positioning it as a quick reviews platform, or are you letting them know that it's Climbo, but you're a reseller for Climbo with preferential pricing?
I'm the reseller of Climbo with preferential pricing.
Got it. Okay.
They get me with it.
Okay.
So they get access.
And high level.
Yeah,
So
they get high level and they get direct access from me.
Okay.
So
yeah, I like that model. I just didn't know if I should keep it under, core limited brand, or just come right and say it's Climbo, but I've got a relationship with them.
But even all my clients know I didn't build the software. I've never claimed to build the software. I'm the authorized reseller here. It's branded under me for the local domain purposes, things like that. Because if something goes wrong, they're going, why haven't you fixed it? I raised a ticket with support. Well, aren't you support? There's always, that opens up a whole box of worms. When you go, look, you can go get Climbo if you want, but you won't know what you're doing. You won't have me. You won't have my support.
Sorry, my question before was with Go High Level, because I'm busy building an ecosystem. So we specialize in lead generation. That's what I do. And we're using all of these tools at the moment to sort of grow the bigger clients. And then obviously each department is a standalone revenue creator.
Yep.
Now, the question is, with Go High Level, are you on the SaaS version or just the basic version?
We're on the SaaS. So what happened with Go High Level, I'd been using Pipeline Pro, which is just a white label version.
I used to use them
High
too.
Level, right? And then a mate of mine said, look, I need a CRM. Can you help me? I said, yep, look. Then I said, what do you plan on doing? He goes, I plan on doing this. I said, well, you should just become the reseller of Go High Level.
Yeah.
So he signed up under my affiliate link for Go High Level. He's on the $497 a month.
Yep.
And then I partner with him, he's called High Peak Pro.
Right.
So I partner with him for everything I do. So I've got to
Okay.
do with him, and that's how we're able to do the Go High Level internally for our Climbowers for $49 a month.
Yeah, because I'm on the $299 now, and I'm about to step up to, I think it's the $499, which is the full SaaS
Yeah.
program. And I've got 2 people that's on Active Campaign that's paying in excess of $2 grand a year, which is happy to come over. I was just wondering how you were integrating, and obviously it is successful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Use
okay.
there's a really good plugin with the we Go High Level called Extendly.
Yep.
Extending, yeah, the knowledge base.
Yeah, but they'll also do your whole AI onboarding.
Right. Okay.
It's very clever.
I'll have a look. Thank you.
They also do support. It's $197 a month, I think, and
Yeah.
and they can do support for your agency. You don't touch any tickets anymore. That's
Oh,
it.
really? Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
And,
Okay.
Yeah.
So Shane bought that. He goes, it's the best money he's ever spent.
Yeah, well, from my end, once I got High Level up and I'm converting sales, then we'll start looking at integrating that. I'm trying to do one thing at a time. So
No, that's you scale as you need to. That's the key.
perfect. Thank you for that.
So someone scan NFC card and connection credentials to Google account. Look, what you'll find, Nassim, is not everybody, when they tap the card and hit that, they'll be logged into their Google account.
Yeah.
So they'll need to log in. If they're using Safari, in a lot of times they'll need to log in and do that. That's why I say we get up to 47% more reviews. But that's why the other good thing is that's why we have private feedback. So you turn private feedback on. If they've got a website, you put the widget on the widget, they can still get good reviews and display them on their website.
Mm-hmm.
You'll find I don't get a lot of private feedback ones, probably 1 in 10. So, but yeah, that'll be the issue why people aren't converting on the landing page. Any other questions, guys? Who's struggling with anything out there? Who's brand new? Okay, we've got Dustin, Tevin. Where are you guys from?
I think Tevin is brand new.
Yeah. Tevin, where are you from? And Dustin, where are you from?
I'm in Dallas, Texas area.
Nice. And Tevin?
I'm based in London, but I am physically in Brussels.
Okay, nice. And
Yeah.
and when did we join Climbo? How new are we?
So I actually joined Climbo a few months ago, but I didn't really do anything with the software. I think it was at the moment I joined it, I found it a little let's say technically too challenging. But I saw that they made like a few changes that make things much easier, and I'm not tech savvy, not at all. But I can definitely see now the benefit of the software. So I decided actually to actually from the last monthly sales call where you were like, okay, just give it a go, 25 businesses per day, that kind of thing. So yeah, I decided to give it a go, and that is true that I'm quite surprised because I decided to take like one afternoon last week and to go into different shops. It was quite challenging because I didn't do door-to-door for ages. But I was like, okay, 25 businesses a day. And yeah, I was really surprised because people got a kind of a nice way to respond. And once again, I'm not too salesy, so I think that's also helps. I think I'm gonna go from 25 to maybe to 10, but being regular, because I can see that I chat with people, so they're quite comfortable with me. But every conversation is not like you, where you go, you just drop a flyer. I managed to have a conversation with people, and every visit is like 20 minutes. So I spent like 4 hours, and I was like, I'm not going to do that every single day. I'm not going to keep.
No, look, and the thing is, if I get chatting to a business and I'm having a great conversation with them, it could take a while. And I have no problem with that either. But it's about getting in front of that right person. I'm not going to sit there and waste 20
Yeah.
minutes talking to a barista.
Guys, there is a little tip here for, and like I said before, I'm time poor at the moment for different reasons. But some of the sales tricks, and Wayne, you might back me up on this one. Once you've got a client on, once they actually leave a review for yourself, and they say how great you are, ask the question: is there anybody else you can suggest I can go and see in your network? And keep building that, because it's a simple question. It's a hot lead going in. You must probably have about a 90% chance of closing that deal if the introduction has been set right. And work on the little pitch you want to give your referrer to give to the referral. So I say to them, this is the guy I use. This is what he's done for me. And he is fantastic because. And you get that, you make that phone call immediately. You're very likely to grow very fast and reduce the time you spend. So the time you might invest into one client might be a half an hour or an hour, but make sure he might have a network. Ask those questions. How big is your network?
Yeah.
What are you connected? Where do you see people? Find out what the asset is. And I know this is very structured but and strategic, but it works. And then go, all right, great. You're a guy, you're a mayor, you know thousands of people. You're a good person. Invest time into that person and then get the rewards. So,
and that thing, it's all about networking, getting people to know what you do and who you are.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And the more you want to be, if someone gets a bad review or a couple in a row, you want to be the first person they think about to go, I need some help.
Yeah.
And that's why the flyer drops, you know, whether I'm doing it in a letterbox in an industrial area, or I'm doing them, you know, in a hospitality type of space, I do take the time to explain a little bit about it and do a quick demo to whoever is listening, if I can't get onto the boss.
The other thing I might add in here is, I think one of our very first meetings, Wayne, we talked about goal setting.
Yep.
Have an idea of what you want to reach. Do you want to get one client a week? What does your personal plan look like? And if you want to get, I think I put in 1,000, and Wayne was like, what are you doing? You're dreaming. That was a big goal for me, but I'm thinking digital. If you're thinking signing up one client at $500 a week, well, like Wayne's doing, $2,000 a week. Fantastic business. It's all personal. Set up your time and see what your time's worth. If you're spending 20 hours to get $50, you need to maybe adjust and maybe bring that to the next sales meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, guys. It's about that. I've got most of my clients are about $199 a month. Most of them. I've got a fair few at $299, and I've got a bunch at $399. Right. But then I've got my resellers. I've got four of them at one at $300, and the rest are about $497. And then I've got my 500 plans. So I only started them recently just to test the theory.
Yeah. And from my angle also, I'm looking for the corporate because I'm looking to extend it into my other business. So I'm focusing on people with anywhere from 20 outlets upwards. So I'm trying to get the bigger clients. So I'm happy to wait 6 months, 12 months, because I know in 12 months' time, if I pick up 10 clients and they're paying me $5,000 a month, I'm going to be pretty happy. So,
yeah. And there is, everyone's different. So Andre's been in the game a very long time. He's got a big book of business in his other business already. So he's got cash flow, all that. And he's just looking to expand on that.
Correct. Yeah. Thanks, Ray.
And if you've just started in this business and it's your sole income, get out there and hustle hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me,
I've been
something
We call
that
Andre, we call Andre the whale hunter.
Not the whales.
something that helped me actually regarding goals, rather than to put myself some kind of monetary value. I like the idea to focus more on the input and to be like, okay, do you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. Before it was 25, but now I'm like 10 businesses every single day, and see what's gonna come from that. The only difference I made, I know that Wayne had 30 days free, and then they start paying, or the 500 for the year. I could have done that, but because I was not confident enough at the moment, it was my first day. So what I decided to do, I just told myself, okay, what you want is like 5 clients to use as to get feedback, and put those people I'm offering them at $100 a month.
Yep.
And I got a few people interested already. And today I've received the card. I ordered them.
Nice.
So now from tomorrow I don't have any options I really need. Yeah, definitely.
So and that's the thing, guys. Everyone in their space is different. And in regards to goal setting, to wind the call up, if your end goal is to have a book of business, let's call it, 50 grand a year, right? Work it backwards. So what are you going to charge each client? So it's monthly. Okay. So if it's 100 a month, how many clients you need? You need 50 clients roughly, right? So what do you need to do to get 50 clients? And you just work it backwards to go, okay, my activity is 10 calls a day. At 10 calls a day, I should get 2 clients a week. At 2 clients a week, it ends up, or even at 1 client a week, at the end of the year, you've hit your goal. The 52 weeks. Does that make sense? We'll do a deeper dive on goal setting and how to reverse engineer it. But that's what I do. What's my target? How many clients do I want? New clients do I want this month? And if I get 3 or 4 a week at the 500, and then I can get out of that, a couple that will upgrade to go, no, look, I want automation. I want this, because I target differently. Hospitality is my little 500 pack. Plumbers, electricians, pool builders, all those bigger entities, they're automated clients because they don't have the time to ask for the reviews and all that. So we do all that for them. We do the heavy lifting, and we automate it through the back end of Climbo. We'll do another session on that later on the automation. I'm pretty good with that now, especially with the Alberto end of it.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions, guys, before we wind this call up? We've just gone over the hour. Anyone got any questions? Anyone they want to ask? I haven't read all the comments. Sorry, guys, I get caught up. The recording will be available in about an hour. It'll be in the school, but I'll issue it out to Anna to put into the university as well.
Sorry, Wayne, the software you mentioned before, can you drop that into the chat, please?
Yeah. This one here, the grid map.
Yes.
Yep. I'll put that into the chat now. That's there. That's a grid map business. It's actually really, I looked at it ages ago and I had to play with it on their free play, and I sort of never went back to it. And I went, oh, you know what? At $19 a month.
Yeah.
US, so 20-something bucks Australian. It's well worth it.
And sorry, Wayne, tomorrow I'm gonna have the first potential client. So I had a chat with him last week, and he did get back to me telling me, okay, do you know what? Yes, let's have like a demo. So I haven't set up anything yet, so I'm just gonna go there and just try to get him as a client. So I don't want things to be too long. So what would you recommend?
I would set up his location in the back end.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Set him up, at least with the public access, so you can demo.
Okay.
So if you've got your tap card there, you can program that location up and go tap. That's how it works. You can see the reviews here in the back office. If we connect you Google, you can use the reply with AI and show him that as well. Have you got any locations set up, even your own?
Say that again.
Do you have any physical, do you have your own location set up?
Yes.
And so you got the reply with AI and all that connected?
Yeah, I do.
Then show him in his account, then go to your account and show him how the reply with AI would work.
Okay.
There's something I'm working on that might be worth testing. Is there's 3 aspects of review management. The one is collection. So, and I'll break it down. How we collect. There's 5 ways we collect. I'll show them that. The other one is manage. I'll show them how we manage it, which is responding with AI. And then the third part is marketing, which is the widget and posting to social media. And if you split it up in the 3 pieces like that, you can see where the interest is. Some people have interest on management, where they go, oh, I'm worried about this, a negative review. Some people will go, I want to get more business. I want marketing, which is SEO, all of that. And once you identify where they are, you go, okay, well, he just wants lots of reviews. Don't worry about the other stuff too much. Give him what he wants and then slowly bring him into that. That's what I've learned, is getting people excited. Like I said, I'm not in the place to talk. Wayne is in a better place to talk. He's sold a lot of them. But that's what I find when I do sales, is what gets people engaged on my end anyway.
You'll find
Okay.
what point gets them is, you know, when you're chatting to them, you'll see them really react to the replying with AI, or they'll really react to the NFC, the ease of getting reviews. So you just tailor your conversation down that path. That's what I'm saying. Automate the reply. No, the automation of the reply with AI is not there yet. I'm not sure if they're gonna bring that out soon or not. But yeah, it's one of those tricky ones. I've done the automate before through Zapier. And it can be very easy to do and all that, but then sometimes it doesn't write the right thing and people go, oh, I don't like that. They can go back and edit it.
I've got an answer for that one, Wayne. I've had the same questions asked to me in the trials. And the one thing I respond to, and at the top of my website, I've got real people, real reviews, real quick. And I'll go to the real people. People can go to Fiverr and buy reviews. That's not what we want to do. It's essentially what AI does. That's why you want to have the human have a look at it, but it takes you 3 seconds compared to having to think about a response. You have been supported and then you change it. Keep it real. When you tell people that, they go, okay, I get it. So, because I've seen a lot of people, especially with companies with 3 stars and lower, it's automated. Everything is the same, copy, paste, copy, paste. People don't, excuse my French, don't give a shit because you're giving me the same response. And if you use ChatGPT, you can go with an empathetic response, personalized to that person. That goes a much longer way for your reputation. So if people want to automate, that's fine. I get the time saving. But really, if you look at what the reviews are designed to do, is to build your reputation, then do the work. So,
now, I know for a fact, because I use the reply with AI internally a lot.
so do I.
They have done a lot of internal learning on that. It's got way better. It really reads the review now and really responds uniquely to each one, especially if it's a negative one. And it will definitely keep doubling down on keywords. So they've done a massive update to the AI. I know that. So
I have a question.
Yep.
Has it been, so I'm new and trying to work on getting my website going, but it's not stopping me from like going to talk to people. Has that ever, like when you maybe first got started, did you just go out and talk to people regardless if you had a website or not?
Yep.
Yes.
And it's not been an issue. Okay.
Don't worry about the website. Don't need it.
What?
Don't worry about the website. You don't need it unless you're going to do online stuff and you're building. If you go face to face, and Wayne will back me up on this, straight in, they don't want your website. What the software does is strong enough to sell itself. All of the other stuff will help you with conversions as you grow, but in the beginning, you don't need a website.
Perfect. Okay, yeah, I didn't think so. Now I did get a guy that I met with last week with a restaurant. They've got like 600 reviews, and I brought it up to him that he's not replied to a single one of them, which I know the AI can do. But he also mentioned that they don't like to put the pressure on people to ask like for the review. I was like, well, why don't we just put these cards here, and you're not really asking them; it's just there at the table or whatever. Was that a good response?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I would have just said, look, if I could show you a way we could subtly prompt your customers for a review without being in their face, would you be happy to have a look at that?
Yep.
Okay.
Perfect. I have got
that's the silent salesman.
Yeah, I've got a big group, the Casarina group. They've got 9 hotels, multiple locations in each venue. Same thing. They don't want to pressurize. And I said, well, what do you want? He goes, well, we want feedback. Now, I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with ChatGPT. What I've done for this client, I've gone and taken the last 30 days. I've literally copied it out of my browser, put it into ChatGPT, and I said, please, can you analyze the reviews for me? And I printed a report for him. And what they found, there was noise levels in the street from roadworks that everybody was complaining about. So all of their negative reviews was because of an outside source. I said, well, if this was the case, people would have left a review and you could have responded and said, there's traffic works outside. Sorry for the inconvenience. Here's a $20 discount voucher. And he's like, oh, wow. Okay. I said, so it's not about just collecting. When I said collect, manage, and market, he's in the manage zone. He just wants to manage it. He doesn't want to do marketing. They don't need to do marketing. They don't need to collect. But we're literally meeting with them next week. They're huge. So,
and an important note on that is the only people reading reviews are not the people that left them. The only people reading responses are not the people that left them. They're prospective customers.
Yeah.
So if they see a shit review and there's been no reply, right, especially if it's like I've got food poisoning or something like that, and there's been no response from management, the prospective customers going, well, they don't even care. Because you do get the bullshit ones, like we've got one of our clients down in Caloundra, oh, lovely outlook, great service, the food was fantastic, but the birds were noisy. Like, how can they know that, right? They can't control that. Or it was raining outside. Well, that's terrible because, we've got that control of that. But vacation fundraisers ask, the reply is, reach out to a DJ, is wedding DJ. Why do I need this? I build relationships with each customer I work with. And by the end of each wedding, I can easily ask them to give a review. So why would I need this? That's fantastic. I understand exactly where you're going with that. So, but let me ask you this. How many people are at your average wedding? And so they'll go, 100. You say, so he's got 100, 200. So look, so right now you're just getting a review from the bride and groom. What if we were to put a QR code on the front of your DJ box? If you had a great night, scan here.
Yeah.
Right.
Brilliant.
All of a sudden now you're capturing 100 to 200 people, not just 2. That would be the answer to that. My answer to that objection.
And if you want to do that another level, get them to book their own wedding with you. Put another QR code next door.
Yeah. There's all that, and that's the thing. We work with a lot of wedding celebrants and things like that as well. They say the same thing. I'm like, yeah, you're getting reviews from the bride and groom, but not the guests.
Can I just piggyback on that real quick, Wayne? I know we've gone way long. I like this question that came up in the chat regarding the DJ. If that prospect understands that they have customers who haven't had a favorable experience, that is the best time to reach out to them, to be proactive, be the first one in line to get them to vent on that negative experience, as opposed to waiting for them to have it fester and then leave that review in a public space. So if you have it where you're actually reaching out to them first, asking for a testimonial or feedback on their experience, now they get the vent. And you have the opportunity of capturing that within the Climbable platform and then having a conversation with them to potentially dispel or diminish or mitigate the negative review that may have otherwise gone public. So I often tell my clients, let's not run from, a negative experience. Let's lean into it. Let's let them know that we are concerned or curious about their experience with us. We love the feedback because we're constantly striving to improve on our customer experience or customer, whatever makes satisfaction. Can you tell us about your most recent experience with us? That way, it just makes it a little bit easier for you as the customer, meaning the DJ in this case, to mitigate negative reviews going public because you just didn't have the courage to be the first one in line to say, hey, listen, could you tell me about your experience?
Yeah. And just to top that off, I know it's quite an interesting topic, but what people do is they keep a database of all of the negative people or clients. And then once they've done a rectification, they go back and say, hey guys, we spent the last 6 months, we fixed this. Here it is. Welcome back. And they try and recover worked on clients. It's just another little thing that people do as well.
So he's just gone back. He doesn't want to jeopardize it. So my question would be is how many reviews has he got? Has he got hundreds of five-star reviews or has he got 10? Right? Because if he's only got 10, it's irrelevant. Right? And if you got 500 reviews and they're all 5-star, people are going to question whether reviews are real or not. So to get the odd bad one is not a bad thing. It's real. It makes the business authentic, and Google will look at the business as authentic too. And look, eventually he's going to get one. If he's out there enough, he's going to get a bad review. So, what we're trying to do is prevent and minimize that damage by internalizing it. But I say to all business owners, like, we can't stop someone going straight to Google. Right? If they've left the premises and they're unhappy, we can't help that. We can help you with the perfect response and craft the perfect reply to that negative review. But what we can do is help minimize any damage internally. So if you've got a new chef start, for example, and he's not doing the best job, and we're getting reviews and we're internalizing them, not blocking them, internalizing them, we can really help protect your rating there, and obviously give you valuable feedback we can take back to the chef and go, hey, dickhead, pull your head in.
To translate that, stop doing that.
So why would he pay you? Because you can get him up to 47% more reviews than what he's currently getting. Quite simply, Google look for signals. If he's getting 1 review a month, he's not going to get a lot of signals from Google. If he can get 20 reviews from every event he runs, he's going to start to rank higher, dominate higher.
I'm going to put this into very simple terms. I'm busy buying a new washing machine, and Hisense got a 10-kilogram washing machine at $690 or something crazy. And I looked at the reviews, and the first 3 reviews that came up and says, it doesn't take 10 kilos, and if you put 10 kilos in, it's going to take 3 hours. I immediately switched and went to a different brand.
Yep.
Just because of reviews. That's just me. So if you're getting stuck there, just ask people, what's the last thing you bought online, and did you look at reviews?
Yep.
Your conversation will immediately change.
Yeah. And look, and to be honest, you can't help everybody. Some people just are stuck in that mindset, and you just go next. Go find another DJ that he competes with and go give the software to him.
You'll want it next day.
If people are that protective about their 5-star rating, it's false. They're only asking people that have had a great experience, and they're going, I don't want to get a negative review. Right. So, but by getting more reviews, he's going to dominate Google quite quickly, especially if it's so the meeting I had yesterday with BidFood, we looked at their locations. There's 52 locations. The average rating is about 3 stars, right? But the average reviews is only about 15. So I said, by driving more reviews to each of these locations, we can quickly get you above 3 stars very quickly, because they've got bugger all reviews. So we can get up to 4.5, 4.8 really, really quickly. And then you start dominating search, because we looked at their competitors, and the competitors aren't really hunting reviews either. But people are always looking for wholesale food supplies.
Little strategy that I also used with mentioning the reviews score. My radiology client was putting at 3.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Andre, I just want to get back, and I'll close this vacation one down.
Oh,
So
sorry.
what he's saying, yeah, he can get his own QR code and go straight to Google and go, good on you, go for it. That won't protect your brand from negative reviews. With our QR code, if they've had a bad experience, you get to hear about it rather than the rest of the world. That's your answer. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So, yeah, but because our QR code will internalize the negative feedback, his direct QR code is public to the world. So if they've had a bad experience, they're going straight to Google, where there's no intermediary to internalize that, so he can go back to that client and fix it. That's why he needs our QR code, not a direct Google QR code.
Sorry.
Yeah,
if I can-
look, Vacation Foundation, you're not getting it. We're not, someone can read the bottom line and go straight to Google. If they've had a pissed off experience, they're going to go there anyway, right? Even if without a QR code, they're going to go there if they're that pissed off, right? So what you want to do is try to internalize any negative experience, so they're going to get there. So he's going to get a bad review eventually. So we can't help that. And that's the thing. You want to minimize it, but by having a presence where you can get more reviews, right? I very rarely get anyone slide to the bottom of the landing page and click continue to public review. It's very rare. So
Wayne, I also wanted to mention regarding
This
that,
guy.
no, look, you're not getting it, right? So if he wants to build his, I'd say the question you need to ask, and you need to ask him, not me, is how many reviews is he getting a month? Right? How many reviews has he got in total? And then does he want to dominate Google search? Yep. Okay. Are you running ads? You're running anything like that? And how's that going for you? Right. Because they're not filling out a form, right? If they're scanning the QR code and they're 5, 4 or 5 star, they're going straight to Google. They're only filling out the form if it's negative and it's protecting his brand, right? So, but how many reviews has he got, right? I can sit here for 3 hours and waste everybody's time. But, you know, if he doesn't want to do it, move on, go give it to his competitor. That's what I'd be doing. If he can't see the value, there's no way you can sit there for a week convincing him and it still won't work, and he'll cancel. So, sorry, we need to wind this up, guys. So, any other final things? Sorry, Robert. No, Andre, what are you closing on?
Yeah, I was just going to say, if anybody wants to use this bit of a tactic, if you've got a client with a low score, let's say 3-star rating, go into and look at the number of reviews. Let's say they've got 100 reviews, the average is 3. Go into ChatGPT, ask it, if I want to get this to a 4.1, which is considered to be a good score, anything below that is not, it'll tell you the number of 5 stars you have to get. And the one client that I've got now, they will need like 45 reviews. And I said, look, we can do that in a month. It's a one-off fee that I can charge them to get them back to 4. It's just a little sales tactic if the clients are hell-bound on just getting their number up and they're not interested in anything else. It's just quickly something I wanted to drop in there. So.
Okay, guys,
Quick
we're
one.
gonna wind this up now. Thanks so much for your time. I really do appreciate you jumping on and taking your time out of the day, night, morning, wherever we are in the world. Have a great time. We're going to do this again next month, around about the 15th of every month is when we run these, give or take. The recording will be up once it's finished populating at Zoom. So normally between half an hour and an hour. And we look forward to seeing you on the next call.
Thank you, Wayne.
Right.
Thanks for your time.
Thanks,
See you.
guys.
Wayne.
Have a good day. See ya.
Thanks,
Bye.
guys.
God bless. Bye.